What's up, people? Oh my god, I've been trying to focus with the 850 Nikon DSLR. Not good. This is a nightmare. You probably can hear the lens. I'm sorry for that. I don't have a microphone. Anyway, I am gonna throw some bunch of lines and random shapes on a piece of paper. I'm just gonna show you how I design in terms of I don't know, throwing some random things on a piece of paper and see what comes out of it. I think that's one of my favorite ways of design. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love when I tattoo. I have specific ideas because I'm trying to express different feelings and experience or cultures or whatsoever that the clients want in the design. But in my free times, I like actually to just throw a bunch of things on paper and see what comes out. Sometimes it turns shit. You don't lose, you learn from it. You learn from your speed, you learn from the tools that you use. Here it's an HP05. My speed is super important. If I go too slow, I'll overwork it. So I kind of need to find a balance with that. And whatever, you always learn from it, so it's always fun. The point is to have fun, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's just see how I make a design. I mean, that's it. There's nothing else to say.
Let's play with some lines. I'm quite center here, but just trying to play a bit off center for fun. I don't know why I'm going vertical, but naturally this is a big rectangle, so my brain kind of goes, I want to fill that space like in length. But we play around to fit a bit on the width. So I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Okay, this is just placing some things around just for fun, because why the hell not? I'm spacing kind of the circle things, because circle is the base of many things. Of course, faces would be the first coming in mind, but why not do a face down there? Can be cool. Another circle. Maybe do a accretion. Kind of going. Maybe another one down there. So let's do kind of little fillers looking, whatever. Kind of a, I don't know, kind of a evolution thing going towards that way, that direction. It breaks down that whole length down there. And sometimes the key is less is more. This is one of my favorite sentences, just, it's so true, many times. Less is more. Okay, why not adding more geometry? Joining this one. Big shape is cool. Kind of missing some angles here for me. I don't know, kind of a big frame. Why not? Not actually curvy. If I do another one, actually, why not? Maybe a bit smaller for an idea of perspective, Whatever I can do with that. I always place kind of architectural lines. I don't really know. I mean, I kind of know why. I mean, I kind of wanted to be an architect when I was younger, like much younger. And I don't know. When I was 16, something like that. I never could get to that architectural school. I think my marks at school were too bad for it. But my grandfather was an architect, and actually, it's a funny story. He never studied architecture. He just had his best friend passed away, and his testament, his best friend put him to own the architectural company that he built. And my grandfather decided to actually keep it and trying to make it keep working. So he had to learn architecture very quick, and it turned out to be pretty awesome at it. So I kind of grew up with like those blueprints around the house and plans. I mean, when I was allowed to go to camera was just shut down, so let's go back. What I was saying actually, yeah, when I was allowed to go in the office of my granddad, I could see all those blueprints, and then yeah, I just loved it. I got inspired a lot by that, I guess. Okay, so kind of wings here, why not? That sounds cool. about a face. Now I have a face in mind, so I want to do that. Don't know why, but let's try it. She's not pretty so far, but it doesn't matter. We got the idea. Definitely not going for the big forehead. So maybe at the final design I can kind of, make it like fade away with a brush or whatever glitch, whatever I have an idea to do. I want that wings maybe to have more perspective. Like really going towards me actually. If I go that way, so that would be the front of the wing, and that's the back here. It's the same, you can keep that because you can replicate that kind of a movement and make it faded away. We can do something cool, gives a bit of movement with that wing. Why not? I don't really like having the eyes in this design for some reason. I feel like it doesn't need to be that personal for that. I love eyes in general. It's really a lot of expressions through eyes for sure. But then it gives kind of a personal, aspect to the whatever character you're drawing. And sometimes I don't like it too much. I like just the idea of a general, here female, but general like human figure without having to recognize or make you think about anybody. So the eyes is a good thing, and then I always do that breaking kind of skill shot thing because I really like that vibe. But right now we need to go much farther down to avoid that eye space. Eventually, if you have to do an eye, it can be cool to place it anywhere. I wouldn't place it on top, to be honest. I've seen that too much. It's too center. I might really place it kind of random. It can really be somewhere, out here. It's very hard for me to draw, guys, because I'm so far from the paper to let the camera, actually film the whole thing. I'm losing my words because I'm focused right now. Maybe highlight is just like really on its own. Maybe we can circle it a little bit, and again and again and again. Maybe keep on going that circle, and I don't know, whatever. It's too many circles now, it's too similar. So I like that, so I might remove this. Keep simple there. It's really filled, that area is really filled now, so with an iPad I would just ding and put it down here. But nope. What if I'm doing this? Let's say I'll do a tree. Because I goddamn love the trees. I went in the forest today with my friends, like he had a dog, so we've been walking around. And seriously, I felt like an old man. Your two hands behind your back and you just like stare at some stuff, and your friend's like, "What are you doing, bro?" I'm just looking at the trees. Like, "Are you okay?" I'm all good. It's cool. The forests here in Europe are very nice. I miss those kind of vibe. Like it's we're close to winter. We are winter right now. But you still get that brown, yellow, green, like kind of a autumn vibe, and I find that super cool. Spent 7 years in Australia, and then that's kind of a vibe that I very miss with nature. You know what I mean? They don't really have that much forest like that there. I don't believe they do actually. Yeah, that can be a vibe. Don't like the connection here, so I might have to break that. I don't know. I like that floating bits out of the face. Because you really like picture the eyes here, of course. That's supposed to be a bit of a forehead. I wouldn't do the eye down there because, of course, I would have to remove this one. Of course, you can have closed eyes. The nose will kind of going, and then that will be the eyebrows here, and then we'll do a closed eye there. But I don't know. It's double eyes, so you can connect with like um, open and close eyes for fun. Why not? If we do the eyebrows here, just to try. Everything's a try. If it doesn't work, as I said, who cares? Try it again. Yeah, I like the eyes down there, but I still really like that. So I'll make a choice. So far, I'll keep that empty. And it loses the vision of something floating, but I like it. So maybe we can kind of break here a little bit. Just have like floating pieces a bit more. So we don't have the levitating using it aspect too much. But I'm still trying to make it unique, and I want to keep that nice shape. I don't know why, but that's what it is. Okay, that's cool. You guys missed a lot of this drawing because the camera stopped. It's annoying. What I was saying for the tree is to actually make sure you don't use your dark too much first. Because it's still visible as a tree, of course. You don't want to put too much. You don't want it to look like a broccoli. And also, a dark tree is really nice. But in terms of balance, I like to like stuff quite empty. It's really empty on the highlights. And I'll see if I need to balance it out with contrast. If this is very light, I can darken that, and vice versa. So just get the outline, get the soft, visible looking tree without doing too much first. Keep on going those roots here. I think it's cool. I think if that eye is good there, we should be somewhere else. Because now the general shape is, it's not really, it's kind of a square here and then extend down there. If I do this bit, I still find we get in length, but then I'm missing something, so then maybe just this is enough. I don't need that eye here. Or I don't want to get it closer, because then it's too much. Tree frames, feathers, and an eye, it needs like a nice gap here. Let's do those ones anyway. I kinda like those no matter what.
Okay. I just want to go a bit crazy with charcoal, just to have fun and see what comes out. I might lose the wing, but it doesn't matter. Let's see that. Oh, I lost a bit of the. I mean, I lost a lot of elements in that design, to be honest, with the charcoal thing. I lost the wing, and I'm happy with that, actually. I think the wing was too much, so I'm just going to do an eye right here, better than the corner left. Yeah, I think it can be actually good, because he matches the face towards the same direction. And, I don't know, I might add a bit of a dark oil, just to bring up a bit of a contrast and abstract thing, just to play around. This is a high risk right now as well to literally mess up the whole design. But this is really to learn right now. This is really to experience and play around.
So I might just do those little, yeah, I might just keep going on the evolution stuff I drew before. So I might use seeds that turns into a little plant, and that will match the tree as well because it's towards the same direction. Oh, that's done. Yeah, I might add a bit of like drops from the paint going down, a bit of flying bits down there. Make sure they're straight. Just to add a bit of a contrast in surrounding elements. I think that can be cool. Some circle to keep on going with that main one. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's do that.
I always like this little corner thing. I'll kind of do that. It's just gonna imaginary frame all around the design. So of course, no more than 4. But I like to place 3 because it gives me the idea of like one of the corners getting lost. So, you know what I mean by that. Don't worry about the shark or round stuff. It's you trying, you do something, oh shit, it's not working, I erase. And then, yeah, eventually if you do it 300 times on the paper, doesn't matter how's your grain, well, you won't be able to erase it. I personally don't care, because as I said, I don't mind about this design, and my finish in the bin. But I learned quite a lot, I had fun. There's much more things I could have done better, there's more things I could have done worse, I guess. And yeah, I think it's pretty good so far. In terms of composition, yeah, we're not here for realism, especially when I'm fucking 50 centimeters away from the paper. But in terms of composition, I kind of like it. It touched some of the corners on top. Might not be able to see in the camera, but it touched the top here. It doesn't touch the bottom, so it's okay. We kind of cross things still in a good angle. Yeah, there's different elements that are not really attached to it, even if they're very small. We still got the main part in the middle. Of course, without that charcoal around, it would have popped out so much more. But that's what it is. So what eventually could happen is just redo it perfectly with only the elements that you like, and either on paper or use it on iPad. And iPad would be awesome, you know, because paper is really good, but you see that dark is so dark compared to the marker, because it's painting and oil and charcoal, so it's so different tools being used, so they will have different different contrast, and that it doesn't matter for me. I'm kind of happy with the general looking of it. I wouldn't put down the wall, but then I mean I could, because it's I'm always like putting myself down. But in terms of composition and the idea of kind of learning something from that process that I've been doing so far, I am pretty happy with that, because we messed up, we tried again and again, and then we turned something to something else. We removed, we added, and this is what it is. And I like that. This is fun. And I've been drawing for, I mean, I've been tattooing for about 6 years. I've been drawing for, you know, pretty much the same. And trust me, even today, I learned. And I'm still learning every day with my tattoo, with my drawing, with my composition, with my placement, with the skin of the clients, everything. And I got so much more to learn. And it doesn't matter who you are, what you do, how long you've been doing it, what's your plan, how far you expect to go. You learn from everybody. An artist that just came out of nowhere doing this stuff in the garage, and you turn down that you can actually learn so much from this guy, and then a really professional guys in the industry for 30 years, you realize actually I'm not learning anything from this guy. I like art about that. It's super independent. Everybody's got their own perception about everything. I like that. So maybe I helped some of you. Maybe I wasted some time. It doesn't matter, because nobody was forced to watch this video. But I had good fun, and I'll probably do it again. Well, let me know if you guys like it, because it was fun to me, but normally don't record. Because recording is okay, but I have to check the cameras and all the lighting, which is fun. But if you guys reckon like it helps some of you and it's just nice and quiet with the music that I'm putting on the background, I think it's still kind of fun in some way.
Well, I think I'm kind of done with that. So many things happens, like the wings got removing, the charcoal I was not supposed to use, but it was in my box. I was like, I grabbed it and I used it, and then I went with kind of a crazy oil paint with my brushes for fun, just to see, because it's a new brand I never tried before. It came out so black, like Chinese ink. So I'm not gonna do some commercial advertising right now, but that's a very good brand I've been using. Anyway, that was fun, the face and the eyes towards that direction. We move it from there, the geometry lining there, and then the opposite way with the seeds towards the tree as well. So evolution kind of vibe, some really abstract brush. I don't even know what I've been doing down there, which is trying the ink. It's a terrible idea. But I learned from it. Add some splatters, some flying bits down there, because I like that. It's kind of my signature. I've been using I've been repeating myself in those elements that I use in this design. I don't know, they came out naturally because I love all of them. Of course, I could play less safely next time if I do another video and do much more unique idea with a kind of a meaning or something like that. But right now, that was just to play around to see, I don't know, what can come out when you're just not thinking and throw a bunch of things out there. It came out okay. But anyway, that was fun. That was fun filming. I don't know if I should do another one. It was fun. I'm doing it at home right now, so it's not the best setting. I'm opening a studio soon, so maybe I'll do a little corner just to do it again because it was relaxing. I mean, I'll do that a lot. I'll do drawings a lot, but then filming it, I think it's a bit different. But yeah, you see, I've done so much better and I've done so much worse. But as I said, it's never a fail. So keep drawing, keep sculpting, keep to whatever you want to doing in terms of art. Have fun, enjoy it, and at the end of it, I'm sure you can come out really happy at what you do. Doesn't matter how long it takes, but the journey is so fun. Whatever disappointment you go through because you didn't finish that design, you fucked it up, you don't know how to. But anyway, I think the videos is fun because it doesn't matter how good you are, or beginners or whatsoever, it's always fun to watch other people process. I've been enjoying tattooing for 6 years. I said that previously. But I don't know. I think it's fun to watch that, to see how we all work differently, I guess. I mean, it's quite similar. It's on paper, but than so many other people. But I don't know. This was not about realism. It was about composition. We kind of get somewhere. Really dark right now. I don't know if you can see well. I'm waiting for the lens to adjust. I can hear it. Cool. But it's okay. I'm trying to hide that bit. I don't like that bit at all. But yeah, I mean, it kind of came out okay in some way, I'm not going to do anything with that design. I personally kind of throw my stuff away when I'm not entirely happy, and I'm rarely entirely happy. But it's never a problem. This is how I think, this is how I work. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to stop talking because I have to reduce the video to about 20 minutes, and I think it's going to be very hard now because 3 hours of drawing, some time lapse and speaking. Yeah, I should stop talking. See you later.